What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be talking about how much time it actually takes to be an Amazon seller. Now this is going to be with the method of private labeling or Amazon FBA, which just means you send in your inventory to Amazon and they kind of do all the work. Now if you want the step-by-step breakdown of how you can start doing this, I have a video which I'll put on the screen now and it'll show you step-by-step how to do this. This is going to be me breaking down each step and how much time that actually takes to do it and what you can expect. So the first thing, now this is going to be a one-time thing, the first time you're creating your account if you're brand new, is going to be you need to create your business. Now you can be sole proprietor. Technically you only need an EIN, which takes about 5 minutes to get online. If you want to create an LLC, it can be a little bit of work yourself, or you can outsource it to a business such as LegalZoom, which would take about 10 minutes. So creating your business, about 15 minutes in total. Then we're gonna go create our Amazon account. It's literally 3 or 4 steps, takes 10 minutes as well. So not a lot of work. We're gonna make our logo. Now I'm gonna assume here you guys are gonna outsource it to someone on Fiverr for $10, $15, $20, or even just make it your name. So you don't even need a logo, it can just be your name typed. And this is gonna be for the future when we're gonna put it on our products. So 5 minutes there for a total of 30 minutes if you're a first time seller, just things you need to do once. Now, this next part is going to be the entire process from finding a product all the way to listing it and running ads and doing everything. And then after that, we're going to talk about how much time it takes to manage it. So, should be a pretty quick video just so you guys can get kind of what's realistic and what I found, the time I've spent on these and what other people tend to spend, my students do. So, the first step after we create our account is to find a product. Now, product research, this is going to be the only thing where I put a kind of decent variable in there where it could be X amount of time or it could be X. I've had people find products in 30 minutes. I've had people look for 2 months. It varies a ton. For me and most of the people I know, once you kind of get it down and know what you're looking for, on average, it takes about 5 to 10 hours for me to find a new product. It will vary on what your parameters are and other things. And again, if you want to learn, go click that video. I'll try and leave it in the description. So searching for the product using a tool like Jungle Scout, searching through a bunch of crap and trying to find the one good one, it can be anywhere from an hour to 40 hours. It can really vary. So I'm going to go ahead and say 10. So 10 hours to find that product. Now this is by far the most time consuming but important aspect of selling on Amazon. Next, we're going to check to see if it's patented. Literally just go Google patents, search up the name or different keywords, see if it has a patent. It takes about 10 minutes. Then we're going to track our product. So we're going to make sure it's still getting consistent sales over the next week. So maybe each day we spend 5 minutes looking at the product to see, okay, yep, it got these sales yesterday, so let's see if it does it today. So very simple, very easy. So in total for product research, you're looking at 40 minutes plus whatever your research time is at the beginning. So we'll just say the total would be 10 hours and 40 minutes. Now next, we're gonna need to go look up suppliers. We're gonna have to contact them, and then we're gonna have to choose one and tell them what we want and have a continued conversation with them via email. So to find suppliers, you just search the main keyword. Normally the first page or two will have what you're looking for. So very quick, I put 10 minutes as that. Then we're gonna message suppliers. So I have a message I copy and paste and fill in the blank. So I'll say I want X amount of units at X amount with shipping, with my logo on it, and I want to know the estimated time for production and for shipping. I want the shipping method, and I'll copy and paste that to all the suppliers. I maybe message 5 to 10 suppliers for a certain product, and then look when they get back to me. So that takes about 20 minutes. And then from there, we're going to look at our responses and choose one supplier and continue to talk with them for our first order, which I estimate over the course of you talking to them for maybe, let's say it's 2 weeks, maybe you talk 10 minutes every 2 or 3 days, which is about average for me, not even. So I put 45 minutes for that. So the total with managing suppliers and talking to them is gonna be an hour and 15 minutes. Now at the end of this video, I have a pretty cool breakdown of how much you're actually making hourly if you're making the average amount on Amazon and working the average amount. And it's pretty cool to see. So I'll show you guys that at the very end. Now next, we need to make sure it's profitable. Now I just wanted to add this step in here just because it's something I do. So I go to something called FBA calculator. You just Google that, it pops up. You type in a product's weight and dimension. It'll show you the fees that Amazon charges, and you can put in how much you paid for that product and see what your profit is. So you need to do that before you order a product, so I just threw that in there. That's 10 minutes. Next, this is one of the more time-consuming parts, is creating a listing. Now, for myself, I outsource images. I send my product to someone, or I get my supplier to send me images. So it takes me about 10 minutes to find someone to be my photographer and make the effort to send them a unit online. It's super easy, 10 minutes. Title, a little bit more thought goes into this one, a little bit of keyword research, and just formulating something I think sounds and looks good, and I'll look at other people's listings, kind of see what they're doing. So it takes me about 15 minutes on that. Again, some products will vary. Some I've written in 5 minutes, some taking me an hour, but mainly usually 10, 15 minutes on that one. Next, we're gonna create bullet points. Now these are just the bullet points obviously you see under your Amazon listing. There's 5 of them, and I put 20 minutes for this one. This one takes a little bit longer due to the fact that you need to try and kind of play on their emotions, show the benefits of your product, so it's a lot more thinking than just throwing keywords together. Same thing with the description. A little bit more thought goes into the writing there, so 20 minutes as well for the description. Keywords, you're gonna need to use some type of tool on Google to see keyword search volume or relevant keywords when you search a certain term, such as merchant words. There's a couple free ones, but most of them show you a limited amount. So you might wanna pay for one, completely up to you. But that takes about 30 minutes. That's a pretty important aspect, so take a little bit more time on that. So total for creating our listing is gonna be about an hour and a half, a little bit over. Next, we're gonna go create our shipping plan in Amazon. Now, if you're a beginner, this will take you 30 minutes. This can be confusing at the start. This is kind of the confusing part, honestly, of Amazon if you've never done it before. Once you know what you're doing, you can make them in 5, 10 minutes, but I wanted to put for the beginner here, so 30 minutes. Now next, we did all that, and maybe you can add in here, send your supplier labels for your product and for the box, which could be 5, 10 minutes as well. We need to launch our product next. So first thing we need to do is get a couple of reviews. Let's say we want 5, 10 reviews. We're gonna message people either in a Facebook group that does that, or we're gonna talk to friends and family, and we're gonna get them to do reviews. Can be pretty quick, 10 minutes is pretty much normal for me. Then if you want, this is not a necessary step, I added it in, you can do a giveaway of products. So you can create a coupon code, give it to some people, they get it for free in exchange for a review, which is against Amazon's terms of service, so you can't do it in exchange for a review, but you can give it to them hoping they'll leave a review. So next, we're gonna start our advertising. So to do this, the total will be about 35 minutes. Again, this will be something that will range a little bit more, depending on if it's your first time, the type of product, how hard it is to find the words. So keyword research is about 30 minutes to see what are the most relevant terms for your product. If we're gonna create a PPC campaign in Amazon, which is pretty much just bidding on a keyword, and you show up as a sponsored listing for that on Amazon. So I put about 30 minutes there and then about 5 minutes to make, because you literally copy and paste the keywords, say I want to bid this much, and then you're done. So about 55 minutes in total to launch your product once it's at Amazon. So that is all for the normal steps from searching for a product to launching it. Now we will have to do things to manage our product over time. We can't just set it there and do nothing, but Amazon FBA is very passive. So our total time working, so everything we just read, was about 5 hours and 5 minutes. So we're gonna say about 5 hours, and then add in product research, which I said average was about 10 hours. So you're looking at about 15 hours total from product research all the way to being done launching your product and it being active. Now, some things you have to do. So let's say our product's up, it's selling, and now we're just managing it. The total per month for you to manage a product is about 3 hours. Now, I know it sounds crazy, but once you're up and selling on Amazon, it's just doing small things. So the first thing would be making small listing changes. Maybe you want to play with some of your bullet points, your title, change around an image. It's not something you're going to do every day or every week by any means. Maybe once or twice a month. So about 30 minutes there a month. We're going to optimize PPC. So our ads, this is going to be the thing that's going to take the most time. I might have lowballed this a tiny bit. I'd say maybe an hour, hour and a half, depending on the product. But we're gonna play, we're gonna see, okay, our campaigns, we're getting tons of clicks on this word, it's spending a lot of money, but we're not getting any sales, we're gonna take that out. Okay, this keyword's doing really well, we're gonna spend more on that one. So just things like that, playing around with your advertising, about an hour a month. Again, maybe something you change every week, but not every day. And then we're gonna track our profits, so keep in Excel. Okay, yesterday we got 10 sales. I'm gonna put that in here. Our profit's $10 unit. Okay, we made $100 yesterday. For the month, we made $3,000. Okay. And the last thing is you're gonna watch and replenish your inventory. So you wanna make sure you never run out of inventory. So you're gonna watch that literally 10 seconds a day. You look once in the morning. When you say, okay, maybe I have about 2 weeks to a month of inventory left, I'm gonna contact my supplier, order more so I can get in before I run out of inventory. And that's really it. So 3 hours a month managing your product once it's up. Now this does not include if you're gonna do more product research, if you're gonna look for a second product, this is just managing. So in order to kind of combat that, I made a kind of breakdown of each month and what it would look like. So the way I structured this is month 1, you just started, you did your research on your product, which was 15 hours. And then, so I went, you launch a product, you let it sit for 2 months, you just manage it. Then 3rd month, you launch a product. And I did that throughout 1 whole year here as the example. So 15 hours, we're searching for our product. Let's say our 1st month we launch a product, it makes $1,000 because we're not ranked and we're not up there. So 1,000 profit right there. And then the next month it does 3,000. Now that's kind of the average I've seen, again, with myself, other people. You can make no money. You can make 30,000 from one product. It varies. Average, realistic is anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 a month for a single product with the parameters I teach. So I'm saying, again, $1,000 the 1st month you launch a product, then 3,000 for that product each month after that, continued. Now, obviously it might decline over time, but usually products on Amazon that aren't trends have long life cycles. For example, I was selling something for 2 years that decreased 20%, 10% each year, which is fantastic. So month 1, we made $1,000, but we put in 15 hours of work, which comes out to $66 an hour, which is a lot more than most people make. I am sure a lot of people would be happy with this. However, we like this, but we only worked 15 hours, so it's not kind of the result we want with just $1,000. So month 2, month 3, we only work 3 hours because we're just managing our product. We're not doing new research or anything. So we make 3,000 here, which is still $1,000 an hour. But our goal isn't just to have a big number per hour. We want a big number over here. But still, it's cool to say something like that, and we could spend more time researching, where technically you could have 18 hours every single day or every single month here, or even more if you want to launch more than one product. It's completely up to you, which is the best part about Amazon. So month 4, we make 4,000, and you can see it kind of goes all the way down, and we slowly grow. You can see the work. Every 3 months we launch a product, and we end up with 4 products by the end of the year, and we're making 12,000 profit a month, working 5 hours a month, 5 hours a month, just managing our products now. I added an hour for each new product we add in. So we're working 5 hours a month. We're making $12,000. That is not looking for new products. That is just managing them. And that is $2,400 an hour. Now, obviously, if you're making those returns and you want to do that, you're going to keep looking for new products, look at other avenues, and start working on other things as well. Diversify. But Amazon is not a lot of work. It's very passive. It's a decent amount of work up front. You can see the 15 hours right here. It can take you longer if you need to learn certain things, you don't know how to do certain things, but you're trying to save time here. So by the end of year 1, we made $82,000 in total. We worked 99 hours, and we made on average $828.28 an hour, which is crazy. Obviously, it would be awesome if we could work more than 99 hours, but this is an example of someone who's not working a lot, or maybe doesn't have enough money to start multiple products at once. You're starting one, you're reinvesting everything. This is pretty normal for a first year when you're starting with $1,000 and reinvesting all your profits into starting new products. This is kind of my workflow, what it looked like my first year on Amazon. Profit was a little bit more for me. This is just average, but with Amazon, it's not a lot of work. It's as much as you want to put in. So maybe you put in that work to get one product going, and then you cruise for a couple months because you're busy with other things if you have another job, and then you do another one. And it's just that 3, 4, 5 hours a month managing it until you want to go do another little sprint to find another one. So I hope this video was kind of helpful for you guys and made sense, and you can see kind of how much work it actually is, where it goes, and just what's possible. I mean, this is low ball for this. So average for work hours, and then, I mean, you can make way more than this beginning. I've had people do 30,000 a month with one product and profit, but I've also had people do 0. So it really varies. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the next video.